In the future, Earth is no longer a home for humanity. The planet has become so damaged that ordinary people can no longer live there, so the remaining humans are forced into massive space stations floating in Earth's orbit. Millions of people survive there, but life is miserable. The stations are crowded, dirty, and hopeless. Everyone is alive, but no one is truly living. There is only one dream left for these people: Rhea. Rhea is described as a beautiful planet, almost like the Earth humans lost. Clean skies, open land, fresh air, and a real future. But only the rich can afford to go there. For everyone else, Rhea is just a promise shown through screens, a dream they have to work their whole lives for. Among these people is Laura, a young doctor who wants that life more than anything. Her sister Ariane and her children have already reached Rhea. Laura keeps receiving video messages from them, and every message makes the planet look even more perfect. They seem happy, safe, and free. So Laura starts believing that if she can somehow earn enough money, she can finally leave the space station behind and join her family. That is why she accepts a dangerous job from Kuiper Enterprises. The company is sending an old cargo ship named Cassandra on a long mission to Station 42. The journey will take 8 years in total, 4 years to reach the station and 4 years to return. No normal person could stay awake for a trip that long, so the crew will spend most of the journey in cryo-sleep. Only one person will wake up at a time, take care of the ship, check the systems, and then go back to sleep when their shift is over. For Laura, it is a huge sacrifice. 8 years of her life will be spent inside a metal ship, crossing empty space. But if she survives the mission, she will finally have enough money to buy her ticket to Rhea. Before leaving, Laura records a message for her sister. She tells her that she is doing this so they can be together again. Then she boards Cassandra, not knowing that this mission is not what it seems. On the ship, Laura meets the rest of the crew. There is Captain Lacroix, the man in charge of the mission. Anna Lindbergh is the first officer, strict and serious. Miyuki Yoshida handles the ship's systems. Vespucci and Prokop are also part of the crew, responsible for the technical side of the ship. And then there is Samuel Decker, a security officer assigned to travel with them. Decker is not there by chance. Since humanity abandoned Earth and moved into space stations, not everyone has accepted the system. A rebel group called the Machine Strikers believes the government and corporations have trapped people in space and are hiding the truth from them. Because several cargo ships have already been attacked, security officers are now placed on missions like this, just in case someone tries to sabotage the ship from inside. After the briefing, the crew enters cryo-sleep one by one. The Cassandra leaves the station and begins its silent journey into deep space. For years, everything seems normal. The ship moves through darkness, carrying its mysterious cargo toward Station 42. One crew member after another wakes up for their duty shift, checks the systems, and goes back to sleep. Then Laura's turn comes. She wakes up from cryo-sleep with the rest of the crew still sleeping around her. At first, her shift is quiet. She follows the routine, checks the ship's systems, monitors the cargo area, and tries not to think too much about how alone she is. But there is one thing she does not know. No one has clearly told her what the Cassandra is actually carrying. At first, it does not bother her. This is a cargo ship, and her job is to keep the ship running, not ask questions. But then strange things begin to happen. One day while Laura is working, she hears something, a sound. It is faint at first, almost like metal moving somewhere far below. Laura follows the noise through the empty corridors until she reaches the cargo bay. The ship is supposed to be silent. Everyone else is asleep. No one should be walking around. Then she hears it again. Something is banging from the other side of a door. Laura freezes. For a moment, it feels like someone is trapped inside the cargo area, trying to get out. But that should be impossible. She is supposed to be the only person awake. Terrified, she runs back. That is when she sees Decker. Laura is shocked because Decker is supposed to be in cryo-sleep like everyone else. But Decker calmly explains that he was automatically awakened because the ship detected unusual activity. According to him, whenever the system senses a possible security breach or illegal access, it wakes him up. And this is not the first time it has happened. Decker says he has been awakened several times during the journey. Because this is now an emergency, they follow procedure and wake Captain Lacroix. Laura tells him about the sounds, the strange activity, and Decker being awake. The three of them decide to investigate the ship together. They move toward the cargo section, wearing suits for protection. The cargo area is huge, dark, and dangerous. It is made of multiple compartments connected by narrow bridges. These sections are designed to shift during loading and unloading, which means one wrong step can be fatal. As they search the area, they find astronaut suits lying on the floor. Lacroix thinks they may have fallen because of pressure changes, but the system logs tell a different story. Someone has accessed the ship illegally during Laura's shift. That means one horrifying thing. They may not be alone on the Cassandra. The three of them continue deeper into the cargo area, trying to find whoever is hiding there. But suddenly, Laura hears something above her. Before she can react, Captain Lacroix falls from the upper level. Laura and Decker rush down to help him, but it is too late. Lacroix is not breathing. Laura tries to revive him, but nothing works. The captain is gone. Now the mission has turned into a nightmare. With the captain dead, the rest of the crew is awakened from cryosleep. Lindbergh immediately takes control and tries to keep everyone calm, but suspicion spreads quickly. If someone caused the captain's death, then the danger is already inside the ship. As they investigate, Laura discovers something even more disturbing. Inside a container that is supposed to hold construction material, the crew finds a sleeping child. A little girl is sealed inside a pod, alive but unconscious. This makes no sense. Cassandra was supposed to be carrying cargo, not people. When Laura scans the girl, she finds something unnatural connected to her body. There is an advanced interface attached to her nervous system, something designed to connect her mind directly to a virtual system. Now Laura realizes the cargo is not just equipment. The ship is carrying people, and they are being transported like objects. Laura becomes more suspicious after she sends a message to her sister on Rhea. Normally, a message sent that far away should take a very long time to receive a reply, but somehow, Laura gets an answer back in only minutes. That should be impossible. This small detail changes everything. If Rhea is truly a distant planet, how can her sister reply so quickly? Laura begins to understand that the official story is falling apart. Meanwhile, Lindbergh becomes more controlling. She wants the crew to stop asking questions and follow orders. Yoshida secretly tries to access the main computer to find out where the ship is really going. But soon after, Laura finds her dead. This breaks Laura completely. Now 2 people are gone, and the truth is still hidden. Laura tells Vespucci and Prokop what happened. They go to check Decker's cryopod because after being injured earlier, he was supposed to be sedated and put back to sleep. But the pod is open. Decker is missing. The suspicion immediately falls on him. He had been waking up during the journey. He was connected to the ship's security systems, and now, after Yoshida's death, he has disappeared. Laura, Vespucci, and Prokop begin searching the ship before Decker can hurt anyone else. During the search, Laura finds a hidden chamber. Inside, a man suddenly attacks her. In panic, Laura fires at him. When she gets closer, she realizes who he is. The man is Klaus Bruckner, the leader of the Machine Strikers, the rebel group accused of attacking government missions. Near him, Laura finds his equipment and hidden recordings, and those recordings reveal something terrifying. Decker is also connected to the Machine Strikers. That means the security officer sent to protect the ship may have actually come aboard to destroy the mission. But then Laura watches the footage Bruckner left behind, and everything becomes even more complicated. The video shows Decker and the rebels on Earth, not the dead, destroyed Earth that everyone has been told about. This footage shows parts of the planet slowly recovering. Plants are growing again. With the help of greenhouses, humans may be able to live there once more. If this footage is real, then the government has been hiding the biggest truth in human history. Earth is not completely lost. While Laura is watching the footage, Vespucci arrives and tells her they have captured Decker. When Laura reaches the others, Decker is being forced to tell the truth. Vespucci and Prokop are furious, and they are ready to finish him off if he does not explain everything. Finally, Decker reveals the secret. Rhea is not a real paradise. It is a simulation. The people who believe they are living on Rhea are actually trapped inside a virtual world. Their bodies are stored in pods, while their minds are connected to a fake planet created by the corporation. The beautiful sky, the green fields, the happy families, everything Laura saw in her sister's messages was part of a lie. Rhea is not humanity's future. It is a prison built inside people's minds. Decker admits he was responsible for Lacroix's death, but he insists he did not kill Yoshida. He says his real mission was to expose the truth and stop the system that keeps people dreaming, while their real bodies remain locked away. But Lindbergh does not want this truth spreading. She orders Vespucci and Prokop to take Decker away. Then she turns to Laura and gives her an order that proves she has been hiding everything from the beginning. She tells Laura to kill the little girl. After that, Laura is supposed to return to cryosleep because her duty shift is over. Laura finally understands what is happening. Lindbergh is not just following protocol. She is protecting the real mission. The girl, the cargo, Rhea, Station 42. Everything is connected. Before Laura can react, Lindbergh sees the doubt in her face. Laura tries to reach for a weapon, but Lindbergh is faster. She overpowers Laura and ties her hands, making it clear that anyone who gets too close to the truth will never be allowed to stop this mission. And now, Laura is trapped on a ship where the dream of paradise has become the most horrifying lie of all. Lindbergh finally reveals the truth Laura was never supposed to hear. The Rhea project had failed a long time ago. Humanity never found a paradise planet. There was no second Earth waiting for them in deep space. There was no clean sky, no peaceful land, no new beginning. Rhea was only a lie created to keep the remaining population under control. Lindbergh explains that if ordinary people ever learned the truth, the entire system would collapse. Millions of desperate humans were already trapped on overcrowded stations, surviving on hope alone. If that hope disappeared, there would be riots, panic, and chaos everywhere. So the government gave them a dream. People were connected to a simulation and made to believe they had reached a beautiful new world. Inside that false reality, they could live peacefully, raise families, and feel free. In the real world, their bodies stayed locked inside pods. Lindbergh does not see this as cruelty. To her, it is necessary. She believes the lie keeps humanity alive until a real planet is found. And because Laura now knows too much, Lindbergh cannot let her walk away. Meanwhile, Vespucci and Prokop take Decker into another room. At first, it looks like they are going to follow Lindbergh's order and silence him. But instead of hurting him, they start questioning him. They are not part of the conspiracy. They are workers. Just like Laura, they were used by the system without knowing what the mission truly was. Decker explains that the government has been controlling people through the myth of Rhea. Everyone on the stations believes the rich and lucky have escaped to a better planet, but in reality, those people are only being uploaded into a fake paradise. Decker and the machine strikers wanted humanity to return to Earth. According to him, humans were never meant to spend their lives trapped in metal stations, breathing recycled air and chasing a fake future. Earth may have been damaged, but it was not completely dead. Some areas were recovering. Life was possible again. After hearing the truth, Vespucci and Prokop turn against Lindbergh. Together, they free Laura and overpower Lindbergh. Instead of ending her life, they put her into a cryo-sleep chamber, locking her away before she can stop them. Now Decker reveals his real plan. Cassandra is only days away from its destination. But Station 42 is not an empty cargo station. It is the real heart of the Rhea system, a massive facility where human bodies are stored in pods and connected to the simulation. The people inside think they are living on a beautiful planet, while their real bodies are hidden in cold machinery. Decker wants to expose everything. First, they need proof. The people on the orbital stations must see with their own eyes that Rhea is fake. Then Decker plans to destroy the station's antenna, cutting the signal that keeps the lie alive. But not everyone wants to be saved. Vespucci and Prokop have spent their lives trapped in a hopeless world. After learning Rhea is fake, they still choose it. For them, a beautiful lie is better than a painful reality. They secretly go against the plan, remove 2 people from the system, and connect themselves to the simulation instead. In their minds, they have finally reached paradise. Laura, however, cannot accept that. She still wants to save her sister Ariane, but she also knows the truth has to come out. So when Cassandra reaches Station 42 and begins its automatic cargo transfer, Laura and Decker use the short delay to move inside the station. Laura had already disconnected the little girl from the simulation and hidden her safely on the ship. Now she and Decker put on spacesuits and enter the station together. The place is terrifying. Rows and rows of human bodies are stored like cargo. Each person is alive, but their mind is somewhere else, trapped inside Rhea. This is what humanity has been dreaming of. Not freedom, not a new planet, just endless sleep inside a machine. While Decker plants explosives around the antenna, Laura searches for her sister. Then something goes wrong with Laura's suit. Decker rushes to help her, knowing every second matters. Together, they finally locate Ariane's pod. Laura wants to reach her one last time. Decker connects Laura to the simulation, warning her that once the antenna is destroyed, everyone inside may not survive the shutdown. Laura understands the risk, but she still needs to see the truth from the inside. The moment she connects, everything changes. Laura opens her eyes in a bright, beautiful world. The air feels real. The sunlight feels warm. The grass, the sky, the peaceful houses, everything looks perfect. For one moment, she understands why people believed in Rhea. Then she sees Ariane and her children. They are happy. They believe this world is real, and that makes the truth even more painful, because Laura knows this paradise is about to disappear. Before the signal is destroyed, Laura records one final message for all of humanity. She tells them that Rhea is not a planet, it is a simulation. She shows them the truth, so no one can keep living inside the lie. Decker pulls Laura out just before the system collapses. But now, another problem appears. Because of Laura's damaged suit, only one of them can safely make it back to Cassandra. Decker gives Laura his oxygen supply, choosing her survival over his own. Laura does not want to leave him, because by now their bond has become something deeper than survival. But Decker reminds her that the mission is bigger than both of them. She has to return. She has to protect the little girl. She has to make sure the truth reaches everyone. Then the explosion hits. As the blast tears through the station, Decker pushes Laura toward safety. She is thrown back toward the ship, while Decker drifts away into the darkness of space. Laura can only watch as he disappears. Cassandra leaves Station 42 automatically. The cargo has been delivered, meaning all the people transported by the ship are now connected to the Rhea simulation, including Vespucci and Prokop, who chose the dream for themselves. But Laura's fight is still not over. When she returns to the ship, Lindbergh has awakened from cryo-sleep. She attacks Laura, desperate to stop the truth from spreading. The two fight through the ship and Lindbergh nearly overpowers her, but Laura refuses to let the lie win. After a brutal struggle, she forces Lindbergh into an airlock and ejects her into space. Months later, Laura's final message finally reaches the orbital stations around Earth. For the first time, people see the truth about Rhea. They learn that their promised paradise was never real. Laura still has 4 years before Cassandra returns home. In the final scene, she is shown spending her time with the little girl she saved, waiting for the long journey back to Earth's orbit. And the story ends with Laura carrying the one thing the system feared most, the truth.